Now statement. Now what you are proving in this is the corresponding angles. If the two lines are parallel, then all the pairs of corresponding angles are equal in degree measures. Okay. So condition is two lines must be parallel and the corresponding angles will be equal. So when you say corresponding angles are equal, so if a pair of parallel lines is intersected by a transversal, then all the pairs of corresponding angles are equal. Now all pairs of corresponding angles are equal. Now see here, we draw the figure first. These are the two parallel lines. We cut a transversal. This is your transversal. Now, once this parallel line is cut by a transversal, it gives rise to 8 angles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So, when two parallel lines are cut by a transversal, it gives rise to 8 angles as shown in the figure. So, now you see, I'm numbering these two angles. I just call. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. These are the 8 angles. Okay. So one transversal, when it cuts two parallel lines or a pair of parallel lines, it gives rise to 8 angles. Now, among these 8 angles, the pair of angles which are on the same side of the transversal. Okay, they should be on the same side. This is the transversal. They should be on the same side of the transversal and are either above or below the parallel lines are called corresponding angles. They should be both above or both below. So this red angle and this red angle, that's angle 1 and angle 2, angle 5, angle 4 and angle 8, they are corresponding angles. They both are above the lines. These two are below the lines. Here again this side also 2 and 6, both these angles are above the parallel lines. 3 and 7, they are also above the below the parallel lines. So they should either be above or they should be below the parallel lines. Then we call these two angles as corresponding angles, and these corresponding angles will be equal if these two lines are parallel. So four pairs of corresponding angles are 1, 5, 1 and 5 as shown with red color, 2, 6, blue color, 3, 7, green color, 4, 8, brown color. So these are the four pairs of corresponding angles. If the lines are parallel, then each of the pair of corresponding angles are equal. So this should be the main condition, parallel lines. If there are parallel lines, you must be able to identify where the corresponding angles are equal, and you can say they are, where are the corresponding angles, and you can say they are equal. So you need to identify the corresponding angles, and if you see the lines are parallel, you can immediately conclude that these two angles are equal. Now let's prove it. Now we prove that the pair of corresponding angles are equal. How do you do that? Angle 1 plus angle 4 is 180. You now see from here what happens. It's a linear pair. Linear pair. If this and this are 180, it is a linear pair. And 4 and 5 is also equal because they are the sum of allied angles. 4 and 5 is also equal to 180 degrees because they are sum of allied angles. This is also 180. These two together also 180. That means both the pair totals of these two sides are equal. So let us equate them. Equating the two above equations, we get angle 1 plus angle 4 is equal to angle 4 plus angle 5. 4, 4 is here, cancels. So you get 1 is equal to 5. Angle 1 is equal to 5. That means similarly, angle 2 and 6, 3 and 7, 4 and 8 are also equal. Okay, it is clear? So this was to prove that. So the proof that these two angles are equal, this is the proof. And this part is for you to understand how do you identify corresponding angles. When the lines are parallel, you can immediately conclude that the corresponding angles are equal. First, identify the two corresponding angles. That means both should be above the parallel lines and on the same side of the transversal. Both should be above the parallel lines and on the same side of the transversal. Or both should be below the parallel lines and on the same side of the transversal. Okay. Angle 1 and angle 8 are not equal. Now you can see here it is a acute angle and this is an obtuse angle. So condition that both should be above or both should be below, that condition also holds good. It has to be considered, otherwise they will not be equal. So this is all about corresponding angles.